the ramblings of a retired lunatic, episode 15. Can you believe it? This is my 15th episode. We're down here in the Rocky River in the Water Street, Olmsted Falls Water Street Park. And it's a little windy, so I can see the camera moving a little bit. So bear with me. It's not you. Hopefully you won't get seasick. It's all me. One of the things about retirement, and I've listed, and many people have listed all the good things about being retired, but for those of you who are not retired yet, and those of you who are, one of the greatest things is Sunday night. Do you remember, and if you're working, you know what I'm talking about, and if you're retired, do you remember when you had that whole weekend just jam-packed with things to do, and then Sunday night came and it was like, oh man, and you're already thinking about the Monday that's coming? I know my wife used to always say, because I watched the Browns games on Sunday in the fall and towards winter, right? So that would already put me in a bad mood, and then realizing I had to go to work the next day and put in another week of fun times, yeah, it just kind of soured the day, right? And I tried not to think too much about it, but it's hard when you're contemplating what you have to do, how you're going to do it. And, I mean, it bears down on you a little bit. It wears you down. So on Sunday nights now, it's so great because you're not thinking about the next day. And if you are, you're thinking about all the good things that you could do. Like, head down to the river on a Monday. What time do I have to be there? No time. Anytime. Anytime you want. What do you have to get done today? Nothing. Not a thing. Yes, I got stuff I want to do, but nope, nothing I have to do. So it makes such a big difference from being in that grind, being in that Monday morning. And I just assume many of you, some of you work weekend schedules, and I understand that, but for the majority of us, whether you worked at home or not, you still had to do your Monday thing, right? And it is kind of a drag. It really was. So it's a great benefit. And I want to have a caveat here. I don't take it for granted. And I'll tell you a story. When my wife and I first got married, our lawn was very small. 40 foot by 20 or something. It was very small, the front lawn. And then when we moved to the house we currently have, it's only 60 feet wide, but it's 480 deep. And yes, I could probably use a rider mower. My two neighbors on either side do use a rider, but I continue to use a push mower. As a matter of fact, I've got the Ego electric mower, or battery operated, and I love it. And my wife always asks me, why don't you get a rider? And I said, because I appreciate so much where I'm at right now that I don't ever want to lower that and think that, hey, I've made it, you know, I got this rider. I know it's a weird thinking, it's a very strange thinking, but I want to use that mower to just keep reinforcing the fact that I have a bigger lawn, that it takes me longer. And I know you're probably all shaking your head going, that doesn't make any sense. Well, to me, at Buzz's Retirement Garage, it makes a lot of sense. So it's the same thing with retirement aspects, especially Sunday nights, Monday mornings, where you don't have to do anything. I have that same feeling. I'm never going to take for granted this feeling that I have. I'm never going to take for granted the stress relief that retiring gives you. I'm never going to take for granted the freedom, the absolute freedom to come down here to go over there, to go over there, to do what I want. It's fabulous. And if you're not retired, you want to get here. Well, not here in particular, but you want to get to this feeling. And if you are retired and you're not feeling it, get up, get out, have some fun. Just enjoy nature. It's springtime. It's springtime here in Cleveland. But although you can see the river's a bit high from that rain, and I know a lot of people had some issues with the weather, and I hope where you live, where you're watching this from, you didn't have any major issues. If you did, why don't you write to me in the comments? I'd appreciate it. Just to let me know you guys are doing okay. And to Nancy, thank you. I went to the post office and I didn't open the package yet, but I have your spice mix that I'm going to use on my next, probably a steak or ribs when I cook them in the pit barrel. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, guys and girls out there, don't take it for granted. It's a great feeling. And for those who are not retired yet, you are gonna love it. Buzz's Retirement Garage here at Olmsted Falls, looking at the water. See you next time.